Now at 6, farmers in Arkansas continue to face an economic crisis and possible another year without federal aid. Plus, Missouri conservationists have tips for campers on how to stay safe in bear country. And artists in Joplin take a handcrafted approach to doing their part for this year's World Mental Health Day.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Arkansas farmers face the worst agricultural economy in decades. This is KOAM News at 6. I'm Anthony Saviello. Experts say up to 1/3 of the state's farms may file for bankruptcy or close completely. Fifth-generation farmer Brad Peacock started with 88 acres in 2012 and now farms 1,500 acres. Flooding from the White River destroyed his corn crop and best soil. High input costs, inflation, and plummeting commodity prices mean row crop farmers have little chance of breaking even this year.
When you look at legacy and you think, my family's been doing this 100 years. I mean, just the grit, the determination that the generations before me had. You weigh that like, am I the last?
Many farmers have burned through their equity just to keep operating. Peacock says has refinanced his farm equipment for the 3rd time and pays 8 to 9% interest. Federal relief may come through updated safety net subsidies, but farmers won't see those dollars until November next year. Most farm loans come due in February. An Arkansas congressional delegation led by Senate Agriculture Chair Senator Boozman is working to secure emergency funding to help farmers survive until the updated safety net takes effect. Let's go ahead and check in with meteorologist Lindsay Gaffney for a first look at weather.
Well, for the rest of the evening tonight, we have decent weather. I mean, temperatures are now dropping down through the mid-70s, and we're going to be in the upper 60s by this late afternoon. Now, current conditions out in Joplin about 76. We do have mostly clear skies to start our evening. Unfortunately, more clouds are on the way. Now, you can see big little storm out there heading south of Bartlesville. The rest of us staying dry for the rest of the evening. That storm will continue to move south into Oklahoma. We get a few more clouds through the later evening hours, and as we head into early Saturday morning, mostly after 2 a.m., we're going to start to see pretty cloudy skies through Saturday morning. So here we are about 6 a.m., mostly cloudy skies. Through the afternoon, though, we clear back out for the weekend. Now, temperatures today only hit about 76. That does change for the rest of the weekend. We're going to be in the low 80s for our Saturday forecast, but I'm going to have a full look coming up.
Lindsay, thanks. Black bears in Missouri are on the move, and the Missouri Department of Conservation is reminding everyone to be bear wise. This time of year, bears are in a feeding frenzy, consuming up to 30,000 calories a day as they prepare for winter. They're mainly searching for acorns, roots, insects, and anything else they can find, which can sometimes lead them into neighborhoods, campsites, or hiking areas.
Growing about 9% a year. That means there's still some good habitat out there, and things are good in Missouri's outdoors. However, on the other side, we're talking about a large mammal that's increasing in population. So that's why people have to be bear wise, because it's neat to see a bear way off in the wild. It's not so neat to see a bear close to your home trying to get food.
An estimated 8,000 bears now call Missouri home. Officials say if a bear lingers near your home, call the Missouri Department of Conservation for help moving it back into the wild. World Mental Health Day brought a creative twist to Joplin at the Spiva Center for the Arts, turned art making into a space for healing and reflection. Visitors spent time painting, drawing, and making bracelets using creative ways to relax, unwind, and connect with others. Organizers say the event was a reminder that art can be a powerful tool for emotional wellness and self-care.
The big thing to remember is that you don't need the most expensive supplies. You don't need the perfect setup to make something. If you have any art supplies at all, just allow yourself to start. You don't know what you're going to end up with, which is so fun, but again, don't give yourself super high expectations, because the point isn't to be perfect. The point is to just let yourself do and be.
Organizers say moments like these are a reminder that mental health isn't about one day, it's about finding small ways to create, connect, and care for yourself. Neosho welcomes a new top cop to the city. Peter Russell has been appointed the new chief of police in Neosho. Chief Russell brings 17 years of law enforcement experience to the position. He previously served the Neosho Police Department from 2000 to 2011. In reference to the appointment, Chief Russell says, quotes, "I look forward to working with our community and continuing to strengthen trust, transparency, and public safety." He adds, "I look forward to meeting with our citizens, stakeholders, and our council members, ensuring that Neosho policing remains Neosho." Chief Russell first day on the job was Wednesday of this week. The Precious Moments family is coming home to Carthage. The 2025 Precious Moments Family Reunion is taking place at the Precious Moments Chapel. The 4-day celebration is filled with faith, friendship, and unforgettable memories, including VIP artist signings, creative workshops, live music, and special merchandise exclusive to the events. Guests can join hands on classes like doll making, scrapbook frames, and custom hat patch designs, each led by Precious Moments artists.
I've been here since 1996. Precious Moments is such a huge part of my life, and to know that I'm the director of the Precious Moments Chapel and the museum is almost unbelievable to me. I almost can't imagine that I am in this role, and I consider it such a privilege and such an honor.
The event is about more than figurines. It's about togetherness, faith, and the spirit of loving, caring, and sharing. Another edition of Friday Night Football kicks off soon. Sports Director Ryan Blank has a preview of some of the biggest games of the night. That's coming up. But up first, soaring to new heights on White Cane Day.
Here at Greenbush, students from all over Kansas conquer new heights. I'm Kenny Foreman, and I'll have more on that coming up.
October 15th is White Cane Day in the United States. It's a day to recognize independence, mobility, and safety for blind and visually impaired individuals. In honor of this, students at Greenbush Education's Girard campus got to put their climbing skills to the test. KOAM's Kenny Foreman gives us an inside look.
High school senior Evan White is no stranger to new heights.
I love doing ropes courses. I've done them forever, but yeah, these are great. I think I might have been a little bit too big for the wire one. It was kind of dipping a little bit when I was on it, but it's all good. I made it work and got done with it.
Evan's been a part of the Greenbush Education Service ever since he was in 2nd grade. In advance of White Cane Day, he and his fellow blind and low vision students got a chance to work through a ropes course. Unlike Evan, not everyone came in with the same experience level.
There's that initial hesitation to try something new, and then there's also just the basic fear of heights, stuff like that they have to overcome and learn to trust not only their instructors, but trust each other and really take that encouragement and run with it.
At first glance, a ropes course like this might seem daunting, but the staff here at Greenbush works to help create a collaborative environment in order to help the students overcome any fears.
That's kind of what it's all about. Is teamwork and camaraderie and working together and trusting the people around you. For them specifically, they've had to learn to navigate the world in a very unique way. And like I mentioned a little bit ago, there's not often many kids in maybe their home school that have to navigate in that same way.
As for Evan, he's looking to study education in college. He credits his support system for inspiring him to give back.
My whole life I've been, surrounded by amazing teachers. So definitely seeing what they can do for students has definitely made an impact on what I want to do.
In Girard, Kenny Foreman, KOAM News.
Greenbush continues to provide services for special education students through a combination of educational programs and physical activity. Their mission is to prepare students as well as possible for successful adult lives. A little later, we take you to a unique museum in Missouri that has some hair-raising exhibits.
And we have some warm temperatures this weekend. We're going to break it down right after this. We've had a little bit of a rainy day today. Now, overall, this evening's fantastic. Let's go ahead and take a look outside downtown Joplin from the Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex. We do have some clear skies out there in Joplin and getting to be a very beautiful sunset tonight. Temperatures only hit the mid-70s today. Yesterday, we hit about 79, and today we got up to 76 degrees. It is a bit cooler today. We had those rain shower chances and some cloudy skies this afternoon. That did keep us a few degrees cooler. But as we head into the weekend, we're back into the 80s on Saturday, 83, 86 on Sunday. Pretty sunny and some cooler nights, but it is going to be overall a warm weekend. Now, we are recovering from a few showers that we saw in the area today. Didn't really produce enough rainfall. We'd like to see some more. We're dealing with a little bit of drought conditions as we head into the fall, but overall, most of this rain is out of the area. We're not going to expect rain for several more days. We get a few dry days starting tonight. Now it's going to be mostly clear through the evening, but more clouds do roll in closer to midnight as these temperatures cool down. We're only getting down again into the upper 50s tonight, so another cool start for us on Saturday. But the clouds will start to amp up later on this evening. Here you can see 9:30. We're getting some cloud coverage out there in southwestern Missouri. Another big bulk of clouds moving into southeastern Kansas, northeastern Oklahoma. By 2 a.m., most of us are going to be pretty cloudy. That continues into the early morning hours on Saturday. It does break apart, and we'll have a sunny afternoon and a sunny Sunday as well. Next chance of rain on Monday. So here we are, 5 a.m. Could see maybe starting off the morning with a few isolated showers. This is stemming from a cold front from a low pressure system up in the north. You can see where that band of rain sets up, and we also have quite a bit of cloud coverage. So if you're not going to see any rain on Monday, it is still going to be cloudy for you. Now later in the day, here we are, 5:30, 6 p.m. We are still seeing remnants of that cold front, now disconnected from the low, but we could still see some isolated storms from that before they move out. Now, Tuesday, isolated chances of rain. Most of those may stay in central parts of Kansas, and then the rest of this band does make it in another low pressure system by Friday. So we've got a couple chances of rain Monday and Friday specifically. Early in the morning, again, a couple of isolated chances there. Most of the rain is going to stay north of us, though could make it as far south as I-44 and then north through the afternoon on Monday. Winds quickly shift. We're back out of the south for Tuesday. Nice looking Wednesday as well. Partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies. Same on Thursday with more rain chances coming back around on Friday early in the morning. So we could see a couple of these chances of rain as we head through next week. Now temperatures aren't affected too much. Even after our cold front on Monday, we're still seeing mostly temperatures in the low 80s all week long, up to the mid 80s by the weekend. Then we finally get to see a bit of a cooler weekend next weekend. 76 on Sunday, 72 on Monday. However, here to be the bearer of bad news, we still have another 5 to 7 days after the next weekend until we see consistently cooler temperatures.
Yeah, but I mean, look at that low of 49. That's crazy.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, Lindsay. Move over, groundhogs. It's time for a very hairy caterpillar to help us make a prediction about the winter. The banded woolly bear caterpillar is founded in Mexico, Canada, and throughout the United States, including right here in the 4 states. Caterpillars eventually create cocoons in the spring and emerge as Isabella tiger moths. They have 13 segments with hairy bristles. They're black on the ends and reddish brown in the middle. According to legend, wider bands mean a milder winter, and more black segments mean a more severe winter. Just like the groundhog seeing its shadow and retreating back to its den, science does not back up the myth. Still ahead, the Chiefs are back in action on Sunday against the Detroit Lions. The voice of the Chiefs, Mitch Holtis, will preview the matchup in the latest edition of Minute with Mitch. And we'll preview some of the top games from a loaded slate of football action across the area this evening. Stay tuned after this. Here's a look at what's coming up tonight on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14, KOAM News at 10, and Press Box. If it's Friday night, you know what that means. Friday night football in the 4 states kicks off. Join Ben and the rest of the KOAM sports team for a night of highlights from all the biggest games, and we'll take a closer look at art therapy in Joplin for World Mental Health Day, plus more news and a complete look at your weekend forecast. Those stories and a lot more tonight on KOAM News at 9, on Fox 14 and KOAM News at 10, and then Press Box on the CW. Historical pieces of hair need a new home. Layla's Hair Museum in Independence, Missouri boasts the locks of past presidents, Marilyn Monroe, and even the claimed Jesus. It also features jewelry woven from hair of the dead. Museum founder Layla Cahoon died last November, and her granddaughter is literally splitting hairs working to offload a collection of more than 3,000 pieces to museums across the country.
She started this because she just loved, she was a hairdresser and she loved hair, she loved this art form. I feel like this process of rehoming her collection has helped me grieve her in a way that I didn't even realize I really needed.
Evans estimates the collection is worth more than $1 million. Layla's Hair Museum permanently closed last month. Little rainy out there today, yeah?
It was. We had some storms that actually got caught in some rain out in the Joplin area this afternoon. Now, as we head through the weekend, we're back to warmer and sunnier weather, plus a couple more rain chances there Monday and potentially on Friday.
All right. Thanks for watching. We're right back here at 10. Have a great night.